exists out of time and space. That's why it's so fun. Okay. Go. Or not. New game. And enter. Okay, we're back. Go through all of that. To open the drawer while I'm here. We then need to go open this. Get soot. We can't do that one quite yet. That is 1, 2, 3. Can't do anything here, but we can get the tin. And then on here, do the drawer. Open the drawer. And then we're good there. So far, so good. There's nothing in the bathroom there. Okay, that should just be this. Okay. Excellent work. Okay. Left side. Right, so this is the guest bedroom. I don't know what to do about this. That's 1. That's 2. It's 3. It's 4. It's 5. This is 6. That's 7. Oh, that's 7. Perfect. Hey, counting. Imagine that. Hell yeah. Okay. Right. Can't do anything in here quite yet. So we'll just get our story thing out of the way. This is the linen closet where we go for the cupboard. Oops. OD. OD. It doesn't help that I've got a cable hanging over the top of this here for my microphone. Okay, so that is a done deal. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Sorry, before I forget. Get the shoe size there. We already have... Okay. I don't remember exactly what I was supposed to do there. We got the tape, got the soot, got the tin, asked about the shoe, talked to Albert. This does give us points. I don't know if we need to do that every time, but... I feel like we should try to do as much as we can there. Mudroom. We're going to spend a lot of time in here, but again, I'm just trying to get these out of the way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, according to this, there are only 4 to be picked up there. There should be 1 drawer in here. Or a cupboard, really. Okay. That's that. Okay, good. 2 for the closet. Nothing in the billiards room. There's a lot in here. 6. That's 2. Ooh, okay, those are tricky. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, I think? That's 5. 6. Okay, so I think that's everybody in here. Okay, 2 in the study. It's 2. I guess these are locked, therefore it doesn't count. Okay. So now we need to do everybody here. That's the drawer. All right, and we have 6 in the kitchen. All right, that's 1, 2, 3. All of that was on 3. Do these? Oh, that's, I guess, counts as icebox. 3. Okay, so I don't know if I could do more while Jack is here. Yeah, I don't think so. Right, and I think that's this one. Do we get can we use, we can't just use the we have blue mug, and that's it. I was curious if we get any points for that, for checking the AGS version via the thing. We do not. Do we get points for picking up the blue mug though? Okay, so I guess we do need the mug. I'm misremembering a lot of this. We have the mug. Do we just go to dinner then? Yes. We have to talk to everybody here. They do not do anything. Okay. Need the wax. Okay, that I guess is a oops, HJJ. That's what we need there. Okay, and then can we that's got to be everything, right? 6. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That sounds about right. Okay, so I think we're done with everything that's here. We are going to have to do a little bit more in chapter 4 and 5. So we'll just keep that in the back of our heads. But we've at least finished off everything for chapter 1 till then. Great. Okay, sorry. Back to gaming. Large gaming. Just taking a look at the rest of these notes here because there's so much to remember. Okay, so I think we're good. We've helped Jack. We do need to go get cup. Okay. There's an eavesdrop here. I feel like we should try to get the eavesdrops, right? If we can. What is this room? It's the bar. Okay. Yeah, it's the room we were just looking at. Got it. Okay. I don't know if actually, let me just check one other thing here. Okay, there's no more eavesdropping. What is the word here? Here cup. Okay. So that's that. Chapter 2. Okay, so here's where things also start to get a little bit hairy in a slightly different way. Okay, regular notes have been scrolled up. We now need to make sure that we are collecting rocks. So I'm going to really quick. How do I save game? Start 2, we'll call it. These are auto saves, I guess. Does it say how many points we have? 39. Okay, hopefully that's good. That's the only place you can check your points. 39. Okay. Where are we even going here? So we need to go outside. That's kind of our next order of business. Eavesdrop here. Wait, what? Oh, here cup, probably. Okay, so we can knock. This is the last room actually that we needed, right? So in this room there should be 3, I think. 2. What was that one? Okay. Those are the 3 then. Okay, so my notes here say that the next thing to move the story ahead is to the garden shed, so I've actually gone kind of the wrong way here. I need the trowel. This is the... Get that. Make sure I don't die here. I'm like a little bit nervous about going a little too quick. So my note here is boathouse screen. Okay, am I just supposed to like... We have the plate that we needed. River sample. That's got to be one of that's the one of the ones that we need. Okay, good. Okay, there's the hammer. And here we need to whistle. Okay, that's the second one. That's the cliff sample. Okay, so now we have to move up. Okay, so that's the boulder sample. Okay, cool. So that's that done. I think I might need to rub all of these, right? So maybe we'll just do rub cliff rock plate. E cliff rock. So we just got to make sure we're doing that for all of these, I guess. Rub boulder sample or boulder rock plate. E boulder rock. What does it say? It's definitely granite. Okay, so that one might not need to be done. We have the sample at least. Okay, so this tells me to go, well, this tells me my normal any percent notes insist that I go back into the house as we need to head to the kitchen. Okay. So now go to the dining room, but I think what we want to do here, and I wonder... but you can scratch that. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. This has gone really, really well. Let me just save here. This is kitchen 2, we'll call it, just so we're keeping track here. So our next bit is to go basically through the dining room. There's a cutscene, I think, and then we run up to the top, and that's the end of chapter 2. I'm just double checking that we have what we need. So this is saying something about getting rock salt. Does anybody remember where you get rock salt in this game? Granite. Oh, that one. Okay, sure. Okay, so freaking inspecting a bunch of things are giving me points. Ice pick hammer. Okay. So we've done this. So it looks like we just need to go to the boudoir. Nothing in here. It's like get salt or anything, right? Oh, you know what? There's salt when we make the cookies, right? I think that's when the salt comes out. I'm gonna have to keep track of these eavesdrops. Because I don't know where exactly they're gonna always occur. Okay, so that's that bit. I was just thinking, like, how are we gonna get to the rest of that stuff? And I was like, oh, don't worry, we'll be able to search Margot's room pretty easily in due time here. All right, so that is onwards to the next chapter. Scrolling the old notes down. So chapter 3. This is our earliest chance to inspect the curio cabinet. Just having a look here. And I think the cookies happened today, which makes me think we might be able to get that salt thing. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay. What was that one? Okay. The bench must be to push that thing along with Corvus, I guess. I don't remember that. All right. Just gonna do our actually, you know what? Let's do the curio cabinet now. Can we do it now? Yes. I wish I'd looked inside the curio before the burglary. Wait, does that mean I can't? Wait, does that mean this run is dead? Kitchen 2. Load. We can still do this. That's not too big of a setback. I don't think there was anything to do in here, was there? Ah! Pair of lovely silver steins in there. Uh-huh. Wonder who did it. Okay. That's fine. Don't have that. I don't have that. Did I already... I must have already picked it up and saved it then. Forgot exactly when the save occurred. Okay, it's before we did any of this stuff. But after some of those... Okay. Here we go. Okay, fine. So now we've looked at it. We're good. We're gonna run this. Oh. Re-eavesdrop. Head upstairs. Okay, fine. I think we got this earlier, right? Yeah. Okay. All good. All good. All right, we're back. We're back. That's why you make a save. Okay. Okay, so now if I go in here, I ought to be able to sort of see what's going on in here. The silver steins are missing. Okay, so that should be enough evidence for us.
Howlin_mad_Mike just raided with 1 viewers.
Welcome in, Howlin' Mad Mike. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. I didn't get a chance to send anything over to you, but I thoroughly enjoyed that Evil Dead run at UKSG. Good to see you. Thank you for the raid. We're doing a 100% Crimson Diamond kind of spec run right now. It is quite an undertaking. Welcome aboard. 7th Guest Flat Remake. Oh, what did you think? Welcome, welcome. Shout out 7th Guest. Let's go. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do from a rocks standpoint is the rock salt. Points, baby. Makes sense. Yeah, okay. It's good to have accessible games, I guess. Not sure why that didn't work. Because the whole idea here is for us to get... Oh, there we go. Yo, Rynan, thank you very much. 34 months. Very cozy months. Thank you for the resub.
Cozy.
Cozy. Thank you, Ryan. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Very generous to resub. Wildly pleased with yourself for predicting something from the VR game 2 years ago that they actually incorporated in the flat version. Let's go. All right. I mean, when I think of Seventh Guest, I kind of immediately think of you as sort of the expert, I think, of people that I know. So that's good stuff there. Billiards. So that is all good now. We do need to run in here. I don't remember if this was a timed thing or not. For some reason, I remember that being really hard, but it might just be that I'm bad at typing. Case in point. Return mug. Okay. So that's everything there. Gotta go. Okay. I think this is it, right? This is where we can do this. Get salt. Wait, what did you say? Get salt. Where do you think you're going with that? If you want to use the salt, just use it here in the kitchen. Shouldn't walk off with the salt. Use salt? Uh, shake salt? E-salt, maybe? Maybe let's see. Fill mug with water, then put salt in mug. Okay. Fill mug with water. Put salt in mug. Salt mug. Mug salt. Use. I can't use anything. What are we doing here? Put salt in mug. You don't have any salt. Get salt. If you want to use the salt, just use it here in the kitchen. Pour salt in mug. Please try and rephrase that. blue mug with water. Yeah, so that's all exactly right. Is there another salt in the game? Salt? Question mark? Win game. What happens if we do that? Can't use win in this game. So the term salt, like for the cookie, it's like it's salt cookie. This like that's the actual thing. So can I salt the mug? Salt the water? I don't have salt in my inventory now. Because if I try taking the salt, I get yelled at. Where do you think you're going with that? If you want to use the salt, just use it here in the kitchen. So I'm wondering, I guess, if I maybe need to. I mean, is there a different point in time where I need to use the salt? Like maybe when Jack isn't there? Or is like maybe we have to come back when Jack isn't here, but then I also worry that this is the only time the salt's gonna be out. The only thing that it says on the guide here, actually, hang on. Let's check Julia's guide. Let's check Julia's guide because she must have put this in here. Okay, this is just talking about fingerprints. That's not very helpful. So that makes me think that maybe there's something else. Hang on. You can go to the smokehouse and examine the ground. Take some salt and examine it. So there's salt in the smokehouse. And there we go. Okay, yes, I see it now. Beautiful. Okay. Imagine like following the developer's guide. Imagine that sort of thought. Yeah, salt would have been handy to blind this poor guy. That is true. Okay, so we're fine. We're back on track here. I forgot that there's an entire barrel of salt in there, if I recall correctly. Great. Okay, so we've done that. Let's get back to the meat and potatoes here. We are going to deal. We want the. What are my options? We want a raw cookie, I think, right? Okay, maybe we want a baked cookie. Okay, I hope I did that okay. Part of that does not look correct, but we'll find out here shortly. We made a save recently. So is it Albert now? Why did that not work? Oh my goodness, really? Hello, Bonnie. Okay, so that works out. Okay, so we've done that. I think I just picked up the wrong cookie initially, maybe. That's fine. So okay, so these should be good. That's this door, I think, right? I think this is Jack's room, right? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, we'll have to get that later. Bum 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 bum. Okay. So that's all set now. We're yeah, we're on the last thing here to switch into chapter 4. Let me just double check we have everything from 3. The rock salt thing we know we can do later on. Unless I can get in there now. We can quickly check, I guess. Oh no, it's dark. Okay, we'll do it tomorrow. Anything else from chapter 3 that we absolutely need to do? We did the curio cabinet. So that's done. The rest of these look like they kick off in chapter 4. Okay. So I think that we are ready to go. Yeah, we got to go in here. And that should end the chapter, he said. Evan. Did I not get his fingerprint? I thought I did. I'll do it again. Welcome back, Summer. It's going okay. There's some bumps in the road as expected of trying to sort of remember where certain items are, but otherwise I guess it's going about as good as the opening run could go, kind of the the spec run as it were. Dust ball. But this is how you get his fingerprint, because what ends up happening is he he does that. Compare prints. Okay, there we go. Outstanding detective work, it said. Okay, let's go ahead and make our save. This is start 4. And let's scroll our notes down. Now, this is going to be the tough chapter, I think, because there's quite a bit to do. We need to make sure we get the salt thing finally done. We need to... Those are all chapter 5. Close cupboards and drawers. Okay, we need to do something for the ransacker bit. We've already done the curio cabinet. And we need to do something right now. Okay. Here we go. Let's begin chapter 4. Normally we would leave. Right, so I have to try to remember this because this is not in my normal notes. This is not something we would do. In the any percent route. So we need that key. We have the key now, right? Right? Okay, there it is. Take hair. I'm sure we need that. Okay, so then we can exit this. There are other things that are in there. But I don't know if we necessarily need to do it. So also both sides of the desk. Okay, there must be something upstairs that needs to be done. Hang on. So the notes that I made here note that in chapter 4 for the ransacker bit, it says, close the cupboard and drawers on both sides of the desk and open them again. However, I don't know what desk it's talking about. We can probably figure it out. Sorry, so I'm just I'm literally looking this up really fast. The study. Okay, so the study. So that's downstairs. We might not be able to do it yet. Okay, there's another one of those. It's probably good that I keep checking these things. Although I think that's the moment here. Close the cupboard and drawers on both sides. Okay, so it's this. Once she is out of here, we can check those. That's all that is. So I'll have to wait until they're done. Fine. Okay. Okay, so that's that bit. Curio cabinet's done. I'm gonna keep saying that until we're out of this sucker. Okay, I guess we're good. I guess we're good here. So let's head on out, shall we? All right, so back on track for this, we need to go. It says go behind a tree. I forgot that she's there. That's funny. Oh shoot, I just messed that up. Okay, we made a save, right? Start 4. Uh, that's the key. And we just gotta do the same thing again, right? So also we can hear cup briefly there. What was the other thing I need to do here? I guess we just head out. We just have to make sure we approach from the right bit. Okay, the next bit says to enter the garage. I don't think I was supposed to say anything to him, was I? So this is kind of the spot where we're going to learn. Well, these are, I guess, the part of the game that will probably be the most interesting on the replay, because this is where a lot of the information, I think, and evidence probably comes out. But we do know the answers already. It's just a matter of if we have to prove to the game that we've done them. Okay, we got to run this way. I wonder if we can get the points this way. Because this is the reveal about Margot, if I recall. If that doesn't give you points, I don't know what does, yeah. Okay. We got our salt. We got our salt. That's good. Ooh, we've missed a bunch of things here. Hang on. Hey, hang on. Wow. Yeah, we actually missed a bunch of stuff there. I didn't know you could end the day like that. Oops, sorry. Margot. I think this is generally how we want to do this, though. E-robe. The key. Exit. Your cup. OD. Hide tree. Okay. I think if we go this way, we can see. Oh, he's not here yet. Get our salt. Or things get too out of hand. It's impossible to get out of that door. Okay, let's see if we can do this thing now. So pour water in mug. Add salt to mug. Salt mug. Okay. What else do we have? Put salt in mug. Okay. Empty the mug. Sink. So then it says test. Test minerals. Rock salt sample. I guess it's that. Okay, so that might be it. Test must be that. Rocks. So can we do rock salt on plate? Or is that good enough? Hopefully that's good enough. If we're taking it back to the lab, I feel like that's good enough. Okay, so now we need to go around the house to the garage and do the garage thing again. Is there anything I need to ask Nathan about either? Yes, okay. That's important. Stein's done. Okay, so that's good. That occurs in here. So now it should be the Evan cutscene. So we'll get the eavesdrop here. Okay, so we cannot go inside the house. At least through the normal means here. Oh, hang on. Okay, that's another eavesdrop. Is this too early for this? This must happen a bit later, I guess. This is chapter... Oh, I guess this is chapter 4. Am I... No, this looks correct. Hmm. So I think this literally has to be like this. Close cupboard, close drawer, then open drawer, open cupboard, open drawer, open cupboard. All right, so that is properly ransacked now. Look at desk. Okay, I think that must be it. Yeah, okay. eDoc is supposed to be that. I was just too far from that, I suppose. Isn't there like the smoldering thing? Okay, so yeah, we have to take that, I guess, too. E-tape. All right, so now we go into the dining room where there should be a cutscene for 5. Okay. Okay, so from the top of this, there's our decanter. That is a key piece of evidence for us. Okay. I'm guessing we need to double check all of these. We know we need to take the hair here. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, there's something else that we have to do in here, right? Because eventually we need to get inside. I don't remember exactly what it is, though. Well, we're in chapter 5. While we're doing this, I guess we'll make sure we're hitting all the rest of our quotas here. Let's see. The rest of the rocks are going to come in the next chapter. Chapter 5. Okay, so most of this is just like if you missed anything, go get it, but just gonna double check one thing. So it would be in here. Is there anything else that we've missed? I definitely need to grab that. I think we picked everything up. This would be considered servants' quarters, I think. Yeah. And it has 3. 1. Or is it 1, 2, 3? That's all 1. Oh, it's because, is this because it's the guest bedroom? Yes. Okay. Never mind. I don't remember this. It's these. So before we end this day, we need to make sure we get those drawers there. Okay. That's fine. Just double checking. We do need to bust in for the satchel. I don't think we have the key yet, though, right? Oh, we also need to get these. Use key on drawer. Key on drawer. Okay. I know we have to do this at some point. I guess just for this. Oops. We did get the key, right? I don't see it in here. We definitely picked up the key though. I remember this. Hopefully she's still down there. Hopefully she's still in there. Okay, good. Did I like forget to do this or something? Don't find anything else. The vanity key, right? Am I blind? Small silver key, I am. Good to know that she's still in there, though, in case you do need it. I was a bit worried that, like, once Evan disappeared, it kind of, you know, gets taken or whatever. Okay, the ranger is here. Okay, unlock drawer. Madness. Okay, so I think we do need to do something with this, right? Because this is how we prove some things to not be the case, right? I don't know, maybe we don't have to do anything in here. Okay, there's missing the button. When does he leave? When does he leave? All right, to continue with our yeah, there must be one piece that I'm missing right now. Yeah, I think that's just to bring us over there. Do I need to go? Yes, there we go. Okay, that's the shoe prints. Done the document. What is the thing that I'm missing, I guess? I remember this happening to me during any percent runs as well. I would get really, really hung up on this last section here. I think there's a scene you can actually get up here too. I'm not gonna move around for fear of death. Hmm. I actually don't know what I'm missing here. I guess we could talk to the ranger, but I don't remember that ever being part of the route. It is funny that we just can keep crashing on his stuff there. All right, let's see if we can get in here now. Please let me in. I need to come to some conclusions and bring them to him. Shoe sizes? Are we missing somebody's shoe size? So we have those. I don't think there's any shoes in here. I think we've already done the shoe sizes. I don't know what we're stuck on here. I know once we get these guys to leave, you can grab a key, I think, that we're gonna need out of one of the hats, but okay, it must be that. Maybe? Really? Should go to the jetty and take a closer look. Okay, maybe that was it? What am I missing? I really have no idea what I'm missing. What does she say now? Is it the same thing where, like, go to the jetty? Go back to the jetty. I mean, what the heck? Please. Please, game. He's still in there, isn't he? I don't want to die this far into this. Chapter 5, woes. Yeah, I'm glad I saved. There's like something floating down there, as you can probably see. A safe way to get closer. I don't think this is required, by the way. This is like an important item for discovering kind of everything, but I have a feeling we don't need it. You know what? Oh, let me know. Tell me what it is. Oh shoot, right. Yeah, to do this with a rope. Do we even have a rope? I think it's probably somewhere else. If anybody knows how to get Nathan to move, that would be helpful as well. Is there rope in here? Yeah. Rope on tree. Rope on jar. Tie rope to tree. Tie rope to Nancy. Get jar. Nice. That's gotta be good then. I don't know if this will be enough to move him, because again, this is not something that you even need to do in any percent. It's also kind of tough to glean what I'm missing, because if you look at some of the other runs that are on the board for like this, like the super fast any percent category, um, there's a skip actually that's present during that time. Can you do a whistle here, I believe? You can, but so it's not even super apparent like what gets skipped there, or what basically we need to do. We might need to just like Hmm. Give me one moment. Sorry. Had to pop out for a moment. Okay, so let's see what else we can do here. I don't actually know. I might need to actually let's consult the big guide. So we are in chapter 5. Looks like I can do this. Probably should be relying on this a little bit more. Okay, so that's a whole bunch of stuff. um, again, I don't know if we need that to do everything in here. Where is Jack? Is he in here? Oh my goodness. Do we need to actually do that, I wonder? Hey, Abel. Okay. So what am I missing here? This has been a complete mess of a chapter. Why did that work? Why did that work over here? I have to do it on this screen, I guess. Okay. Okay, sure. Sure. Okay. That's another mystery solved. The thing is, like, we kind of did the right stuff, but I guess you can't, like, kick that solution down the line, and this guy still won't let me go. How do I thoroughly investigate the jetty scene? Examine the liquid scuffs and shoe prints, which we've done. Obtain fingerprints from the decanter and glass. Okay, have we done it from the glass? I guess. We have the hair. Okay, so we've already... Yeah, okay, so that's all done. Was that it? Did I need to E the hair? Let me in. Let me in! Maybe we have to go this way? So it just says go back to the jetty. I don't think that that's 100% what we need to do here. If we're missing people's shoe sizes, I guess we could... Oh my goodness, that was it? So there's a shoe print to the left there that I think is Jack's. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, fine. We got there. All right, so now let me re-put my entire computer together as I've like kind of pulled all these notes out. I have like hundreds of text documents open. Okay. To bring it all back here. Right, I have to climb down there, so E dust, I think. I know that we lick the symbol. Okay, I think that is everything that I intended to do. Now let me just double check if there's any crazed stuff that I need to do to get the hundo. We still need to get the satchel. We still need to get this satchel. Put a 2 on that, just in case this ends. I don't think that we're in a danger spot in terms of that, but... Oh, hang on. We need the, before we go too far. Is there a button somewhere in here? There it is. E button. So that button is going to be crucial, I think, evidence. Okay, let me do it that time. Snatch the satchel. Exactly. So I think in... What's his name? It's Corvus or Corvius? Am I crazy? Yeah, maybe not. Because I'm pretty sure he has, like, the thing on him, but we need to, like, do something insane, like, we have to, like, pour water or something on him. I remember doing this on my casual playthrough, and it was, like, one of the hardest... I think it was the hardest thing in the game. Fill mud with water. There's something like this. Need a good reason first. Okay. It is Corvus, by the way. For some reason, I remember it as Corvius. Like Morbius or something. I don't know. Okay, just to be sure that I have this available, because it says that you get the objective to open the... I get the key. We've already tried before. but oh, how does this work again? Don't think do I have to literally search the whole room? I do. Holy cow. Is that what this is? Okay. So search rugs, search bookshelf. Left bed. Search right bed. Oh my gosh. Search desk. Crete. Fate of Atlantis. We already searched the drawers. Okay, now because we've done all of that, Nancy now believes that it's on Corvus. Which unfortunately we all know has happened already. We already know that. Okay. I guess we'll search vest. Okay. Okay. What the heck? Is there anything else I need to do? I don't know if we have to do that, but is there anything else? Oh my gosh, there is so much in this game. It's crazy. I think up here, they should be in here. Okay, this is a big one here, I think. Okay, so since that is all done, I can now, I believe, go upstairs and check in here, and maybe they're gone. Okay, must be green. Is it blue? Testing my color. What color is this hat? Teal. Okay. Okay, there is that. Okay. Okay. All right. So I think that's actually one of the things that we needed to do for the rock samples, right? We must have needed it. Maybe not. It's not listed, actually, but that's kind of surprising. Okay, we need him to exit at some point. I don't know when that happens. Where are we with our actual stuff here? Okay, that might have been the ticket there. Okay, he's finally gone. Okay, there you go. that confirms that we've opened all of the drawers and stuff. We've got complete ransacker, which is great. I think that's what that one was. I think there's actually 2 achievements, right? Oh no, that's it. Oh, but I didn't open all of the ones in chapter 1. Oh, geez. This is good enough for what we're doing here. Apparently, you can open. There's a separate achievement for doing them all in chapter 1, so it's all good. We just have to do it before the end of the game. Yes, we do need to do some stuff in here, don't we? Okay, that's good. That's I don't think I got that one actually. Um, Oh, that's the cigar butt. E-butt. Sniff butt. Dust butt. um, I'm assuming that's good. I'm guessing that is fine. Yo, Archie, 105. Welcome on in. Big streak. Let's go. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Okay, I think that's everything in this room. Yeah, and that is exactly where we're going to the blue trunk here, which is actually in this room. Okay, I think that's literally everything. Yeah. Okay, cool. That was like the we did everything moment, which is very cool. Thorough investigation. This should be 6 here. Okay, so now we're in the home stretch, kind of, sort of. There are a lot of things to do here. Okay, that's one thing that's missable, I think. All right, there's a lot of other rocks to collect here, but I think they're all inside the mine. Okay. We probably want to do this the good way, right? There's like a couple different ways of blowing this up. I think one is like good. One's good for JJ here, and the other one is not so good for him, I believe. I should probably save here because there's also a wire cutters, huh? Make sure we don't die here. You could just do it right next to it and it's a death, which is always kind of fun. Okay, that's all set. Okay, there we go. Take rubble sample. I definitely didn't do this in my normal play. Rub rubble on 3D plate. Okay, I think that's some of the bits that we needed to do. Let me just double check that against the other notes that I have running. Rubble sample. Then we have red crystal, discarded rocks, coarse rocks, plain rock, and then obviously the final one. Okay. We're doing great, people. This is actually happening here. This is good. All right, let's see how we do. I think this is the crusher, right? I don't see that right now. impact crusher, so that's probably not what we're looking for. Oh, we just perished. Oh, I hadn't gotten that death before. Okay, cool. This is why we saved here, because I don't remember there being so much death here. I'm pretty sure that either, I guess that far right exit is the one that takes you to Evan, but like the one right here. Or not. Okay, where's my actual notes here? Far right side. Yeah, I think this is the correct way. I don't know. So what am I missing here? Must have been jammed in the crusher, which is there here. Duds. Take discarded rocks. There we go. Okay, finally. Okay. Rub discarded rocks on Rooch. Yeah, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Enigmata. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in.
3N1GM4T4 just raided with 4 viewers.
Thanks very much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. We're kind of doing the sort of first ever spec run of Crimson Diamond 100%, which so far has, I think, gone okay. This has been a very difficult run, but it's been very cool to see kind of all these other things. I think at the end of this, we'll do kind of a debrief, but we've done quite a bit. It's been very, very fun. But yeah, thank you very much for the raid. So we have to eat crystal, look crystal. Okay, so I think that might be everything in this room. Red crystal, discarded rocks. Did we get the coarse rocks? So much crap we're holding on to right now, which is so funny. Rubble sample. Discarded rocks. I don't think we have coarse rocks yet. Okay, so we need to find some coarse rocks. There we are. Okay, we need the coarse rocks. Have we eld? I don't know. I don't remember if like the rock achievement type of thing is like if I have to examine everything or if it's just picking them up, but we're gonna do our due diligence, I guess. These were coarse rocks, right? So rub coarse rocks on plate. Rooch. Okay, I think that's everything as far as that goes. What am I missing on this part? Oh, I have to follow the footprints, right? Something like that. Okay, so that should allow us to go this way. Okay. That's fine. We'll leave this actually as is, just in, although there's many deaths here. Although we have an autosave. We have an autosave. Yeah. This game is gorgeous, right? It's so I love this palette. I love like this use of like the black and blue and the shadows and stuff. So good. So good. All right. So oops. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay, hang on here. I guess, you know what? I don't have any notes for this because in any percent you do get caught and then you just rip through the rest of it. So we gotta remember how we did this on the casual play because I think we did basically everything that we needed to do here. Okay, so first off, we move to the boulder. Is that how we do this? Oh, move to boulder. Hide boulder. Okay. When else fails, use the mouse. Okay, so these rocks we actually... So we're supposed to use this as a distraction, but we can actually... I think we can actually test this one. I don't know if we eld the rubble. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if we rub rocks plate, that should give us some points. Okay. I think that's the final rock that we need here. Plain rock, it's called. Okay. Okay. Make sure we got these right. Yeah, okay. Row plain rock. This game rocks. How come I can't remember how to do this? Was it down the hallway? What did we just do to make it work? Because this is the hiding position. Shaft, like a passage is a good one. Oh, good one. Thank you, Weird Proc. Okay. I remember how to do this part as well. Oh shoot, I just realized I might have made a mistake. We'll see if I did. Oh geez. I'm a little bit worried that I actually missed something here. We definitely interacted with this particular item, but I don't think I picked it up. I didn't know I had to pick it up. Okay. That's okay. That is okay. Let's load the game back up. Oh my gosh, this is so far back. It would have to be here. Oh my golly. That stinks. Okay, it's fine. We're going to make this work. So the thing that I forgot was the padlock. So we did print the padlock. We did not pick it up. I did not know you could pick this up. This is news to me. So that is a huge bummer, but we can keep an eye on this. It's all good. We're going to figure it out. Where is this? Have we done this? We've already done that. Have we done this? Yes. Okay. So that part has already been completed. We now... Oh my gosh, that stinks. We have to run this all the way back. Because now... I think now we have to go and do all of this stuff with... Is it necessary for best ending? It probably isn't. It's actually definitely not, because I got a good ending as well on mine. But I have to imagine that it's like a point that you can get. So we're gonna try to do it. Hang on, let me pull up my giant list of things to search here. Rug, bookshelf. Left bed. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do after this is done is probably put together a proper route, because now I kind of have a rhythm of how to do this. Let me check and see if that's all we need to do, because there are also a few other things to search, I guess. Do we get a point for searching the table, for instance? Yes, we do. Oh my gosh. Does bin work? Okay, that's everything. Well, that's the question, Santa. I don't really know quite yet. I feel like I'm obligated to try to get all of the little ding sounds. Um, but like early, I don't know. I know earlier I was kind of like, if I get like best ending with some stuff that like probably is gonna be okay. But now I'm kind of like, I just want to, I think all the dings kind of make sense. Like that little noise, that sweet, sweet noise. Not really sure. What am I doing? We're going into here. Search vest. The problem is, I guess we won't 100% know where every single ding is, I guess. That might be hard to sort of enforce everything, but... Okay, so we have... Oh, nice. If you leave, it automatically does all that other stuff. Have I done this? Okay, good. Very happy to see I don't need to do that again. I don't know. It's up for discussion on exactly what this category is supposed to be. I just am kind of like working through like a little bit of everything here. Hopefully I've asked everybody about this stuff. Because they just kind of took off, but... Definitely need the brooch. Is it just always the last hat, I guess? Yeah, I guess it is. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm open for thoughts and feelings. On all that stuff. Dust, brooch. Hopefully I did everything else, though. Yeah, that is the verification thing. It would be tricky for sure. What did my camera freeze? Thanks for letting me know. Give me a moment and I'll fix it here. There we go. Yeah, I guess there are two different sounds, right? One kind of is like a kind of a flare up, and another one's a flare down. We dusted the butt, right? It seems like it just goes back and forth though. Like there's like two different kind of stings for points, and like they just go back and forth. That was the bed. Yeah. If there was like maybe somewhere a proper definitive points list. Although it's tough because even the one that Hit Marty shared, assuming that is definitive, like it's a little bit tough to tell what is what. I don't know. We'll have to kind of stew on it, I think. Okay. I I think that's everything. I think it is. I think so. Um yeah, we've done these because that happened earlier. The problem is I know that we missed a couple cutscenes here. I know we missed a bunch of things in other spots. So I don't know. It could be just trying to get like the best ending properly, I guess. Like it is hard to tell. I need to do that. I think I did this one already, yeah. I guess a lot of this is hinging on how the last section actually ends up going, right? Because it might get to the point where we've kind of done a lot, but not everything, probably. And there might literally be things that like we're gonna not be able to solve the questions or whatever. So I think that 100% or best ending, whatever you want to call it, would turn into making sure that you can answer all those questions. There's also a thought that we could do like the any percent run, but then answer all of the questions correctly and it would still work, in which case we'd have to create a differential somewhere, like something would need to be different. And that's tough. This is a super hazy, weird thing. And for now, it's just kind of fun, I guess. Okay. Okay. Enter mine. Okay, so we're gonna save this as mine second. Okay, so we've got a few things to once again collect. Take discarded rocks. Rocks on plate. Brooch. Okay. What else? We need coarse rocks. Take coarse rocks. Coarse rocks. L coarse rocks. L discarded rocks. Oh no. Okay, so then we go back to rub coarse rocks on plate. Rub coarse rocks on brooch. Okay, that's that one. One more rock. Crystal. Take crystal. Rub crystal on plate. Crystal on brooch. Okay, I think that is everything for the crystal sample. Shoe prints. Getting all the visible points from the end quizzes is equally as simple as a rule. It's not so clear what you need to do to accomplish that. Pretty sure that just doing any percent and answering all the questions correctly leaves you a whole bunch short. Okay, so that was the thing I wasn't sure about, is if you needed to provide evidence or not. I didn't really remember. Oh, I must not have been far enough over. That's annoying. I'll make another save here. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. That does make sense though. Take course rocks. L course rocks. Rub course rocks on plate. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Okay. Let's try this again. Row. Oh, hang on. Take, right? What are these called? Plain rocks? Plain rock? L plain rock. E plain rock. Rub plain rock on plate. Rub plain rock on brooch. Row plain rock down passage. That was what we went with, right? If that's the case, it's possible that we don't have all of the appropriate thing for this run, but we shall see. Hopefully, we're okay though. Yeah, I know. I love the fact that it's a matter of urgency, and we're like, actually, well, this is a certain kind of rock. We should definitely make sure we're testing all the rocks. It's a great punch in. I love that section. Okay, so I think we now can finally move on to chapter 7, right on time. And now we'll see how this paid off. I'm actually like kind of love this run a little bit. It's mega crazed. Did I get all of the rocks? Plain rock, coarse rock, discarded rock, red crystal, rubber sample, rubble sample we did. The rock salt, boulder, cliff, and river. Yeah, we did everything. We got all of that. We won't know till the very end, I guess. We'll get the achievement if that's the case. All right, it's quiz time. Here we are. What a night indeed. Game is autosave. Did Margot have an accomplice? All right, let's see what happens. The answer is, yeah. Yes. Who was the accomplice? Okay. The accomplice was Nathan. Hopefully that's enough. Who is the imposter? Albert. Shouts out to birds. They were friends. So you get more, you hear this? So the more that you, I guess, unlock, the more dings you get. Okay. What were Jack and Nathan trying to conceal? Yeah. Okay, so we got all of the questions. I think a couple of those are missable. There's everything I wrote down, which is good. Did I miss anything? Did I leave any loose ends? Would you like to be privy to some helpful... Yeah, sure. Yes. Pretty sure that he was his friend. Did I miss any important details of... I guess that we could say that there should be no questions, right? If we're doing Hondo, there should be no questions. Oh, rats. Okay, we're going to have to write some things down. Because these are the pieces that got missed, I suppose. Where's my pen? So this is Evan... Nathan, friendship. Jack and Nathan met up in the carriage house. Okay, so this is a missed meeting. Okay. Could I have hidden somewhere? Yes, and I'm actually aware of that one. That one's there. What if Nathan was trying to preserve and protect the lodge and its lands? He might have sought out Albert's help. Okay, so yeah, this one here is, I mentioned that in the gazebo there's 2 meetings. I think this is one of them. If it wasn't this one, it is when he meets with him down in the boathouse. Okay, so this is Nathan. I'm going to write boathouse down because I'm pretty sure that's that one. Meeting. Did Nathan stand to lose anything? Yeah. Wasn't it the dining room meeting with Ranger Murdoch? Right, that's when that goes down. I was gonna ask Jack about it at the time, but he didn't seem to want me to address that. Maybe if I had asked Jack about Nathan after that meeting, or even Nathan himself. Okay. Yeah, we need to do some eavesdropping. Impending interview with Rachel. Okay. Margot's death. We got, yeah, this one we did get the jar, but we didn't do any body inspection, which we probably want to do for next time. Could have told them about my investigation. Yeah, okay, I remember this as well. Oh, rats. Okay. All right. Let me transfer this to a digital note. Evan, Nathan. We need the meeting at Carriage House. Hide in the hay. I believe that's which one that is. Nathan, boathouse meeting. That's for the deed type thing, or the report or whatever. I forget what it is. With Albert. That's day or chapter 4, I think. 4 or 5, I can't remember. This is Ranger to help with Margot. Just talk to him. We might need to inspect body. Okay. What else do we have here? Mentioned aches. Ask her about aches. Sure. A sample from Margot. Yeah, so we do need to inspect the body. Link the culprit to the death like a fingerprint. Do we have to dust her? Does she gotta get dusted? Maybe we never dusted the jar, actually. That might have been it. Drinking glass. Yeah. Okay, so the poisoning thing was a huge miss for me. And that's it, though. That's actually really good. That's very fixable. I guess that basically means that you don't need to attend the meetings in the gazebo at all. If I remember correctly, the one with Nathan is by the boathouse, and you hide outside in the doors kind of towards the water. I'm pretty sure I did that on my casual play. And then I guess from there, obviously press everybody on the meeting once it happens. That makes sense. That's fixable and doable. But I think when you pick up the reports at the end, like when you go get the satchel, that means that you just kind of understand that there are two like versions of this report and they've been falsified and you put it together. I'm assuming. That's pending next section. But that's pretty good on this. Other pieces just around, the Margot stuff, which I kind of cut the corners on because the end questions don't ask much about Margot's death. I don't believe. I'm going to have a look right now. Let me see. No, most of this is about other stuff. The last question actually might be. Okay. Well, we're learning. All right, let's see what happens here. So, I think no is the good ending answer here. Okay, so the first question. Do you have any evidence connecting Nessa to the scene at the jetty? The answer is yes. And it's decanter. Did I spell that wrong? Yes, I did. Okay, did you find anything in the areas besides the jetty that would connect Nessa to Evan's kidnapping? The answer is yes. And we've got hair. Yeah, I didn't find any hairs. That's because I took all of them. I tampered with a crime scene. Anything else? Shoe prints. The shoe sizes, right? Do I have anything else? Almonds. Nancy's mopping the floor with these Mounties here. This is crazy. Okay, let's move on. We believe Mr. Richards, yada yada. Did you find any evidence to support the theory regarding his unlawful confinement, yes or no? I don't know if we did. We did. Or did we? I guess we did look at the floor. How did you figure out Mr. Richards was taken to a garnet mine? Yes, and it was delicious. Okay, so we didn't ask about Helen Grata, but she seems to know this. So I wonder if you can brute force some of this. Is this almonds again? Any evidence that could connect him? Okay. Shoe prints. Oh no. No! Okay, we did pick up the button, but when I rolled back the save, I never went back to pick it up. Okay. So that does prove that you do need to observe the things. It's interesting that she will be like, yes, the Howling Grata symbol means this. We were never taught that. That's a thing that you get from Jack, I think, at some point. I don't remember talking to him about it. Unless he just goes off and says something during one of the scenes. I could be wrong. So I thought we might be able to get away with that. All good. Okay. Lesser crimes, huh? Fake will, I think, is this one. Okay, yeah, we did need that document. Yeah, of course. Yes, we have more. So that was reports, luggage. And then the bridge. Okay, one more question after this. Oh, you do have to get the telegraph tape. That's good that we got that. Oh no. Yep. Okay. Okay. So that actually sucks, and we might not even get the best ending. I'm not sure if we get it without solving Margot's murder here. We didn't even get the question. We were supposed to have one question after this. We'll see if we get it or not. I hope we do, because I'd really love to at least get that achievement that I got all the rocks, just so I know that I did it right. Yeah, that's a fresh newspaper. I guess this is the beginning of the ending part, unless this closes here. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while, I guess, since I played this. Because we won't get the rock museum achievement unless we get the final section there. We get to dig again. I think we missed it, though. Yep. 21 out of 24 pre-departure ponderings. Satisfactory, but could have been more helpful. 18 out of 19. Yeah, could have been more helpful. I pretty much walked circles around his crew. Yeah, the reporting of Margot's death. 0 out of 8 for Margot investigation. Uh-huh. I didn't even get a single point on that. That's tough. Okay, so that's, I mean, that we'll call it time. That was, I think, not a 100% run. But I think we did all of the groundwork to properly do the whole thing. So I'm very happy with the efforts here on how that went. Some small tweaks just need to be done. And that's a hundo, I think, there. So I think now we can kind of debrief a little bit, right? We've obviously been kicking around what exactly is this category going to be. And maybe we, in one world, we do really want to like dive into like every little ring-a-ding-ding-do that we can get. But I think now that I know, maybe this is common knowledge, but now that I know that you definitely need to have all of the evidence on your person, you need to be present at particular moments in the game, and you need to answer all the questions right. I do think that like the closest, I guess you could call it best ending, or you can call it 100%. I think that basically scoring perfect scores on all of those like kind of ending pieces there. And when you're sitting on the train and listening to like your thoughts, I guess the hope is that you can do, like, you can just say, okay, like, actually, I did a great job. I did a great job. And then move on to the last bit. Yeah, like remembering Margot exists. That is true. I may have completely abandoned the murder that may have occurred in the Crimson Lodge. I might have missed a little bit of that, meaning all of that. But you know, this is how we get better at being a detective. You know what I mean? You win some, you lose some, and in Margot's case, she lost one there. But I think this is good enough for me to like probably legitimately put together a good route for this. I think if we're all in agreement, Or at least Santa's in agreement with me. I think getting like perfect scores on those ending parts, now that we know that the other half exists, I think that'll be good. Yeah, basically the perfect scores on that, and then the train section basically being clean. I think that would be it. All right, good night, everybody. I think that's kind of what I'm looking at, though. We can definitely beat 3 hours. All right. Speaking of good night, I probably should start wrapping this up as well. I've got a bunch of notes that I've taken throughout the run here, including the final notes, most importantly. I think what I'll do is I will sit down in the next couple of days, and I'll just kind of like rearrange everything together, because I think the general any percent route makes sense. Obviously, like kind of knowing when to, or I guess how to push the I don't know, the game forward is important. But we just need to make sure that we're adding in the couple extra pieces there to close the gap. I don't have enough time for another run tonight, not surprisingly. But I think my intention is to knock one out at the beginning of Sunday's stream. I will save that time, though, at least as a benchmark.